USA. We've actually had Aldi here for a number of years. Now, a lot of the Aldi locations, at least in my area, went through a big remodel a few years ago. And I have to say, the Aldi I go to, it looks very different now on the inside from the way it looked before the remodel. It looks much better. It looks bigger and cleaner, and it just looks more modern. It's the store before kind of had this kind of dark, shadowy, not so, it looked a little run down, honestly. It didn't look too great. But it looks really good now. So, and as we go through this store, I'm going to walk you through with the description of the store. And as we go through the store, I'm going to show you different items from different parts of the store. So it's going to be a little bit of a shopping haul sort of video with items and a description. So you're going to start by coming up to the doors. There are these large sliding doors when you first come to the entrance of the building. There's one entrance. You walk in, and there's going to be, it's like a foyer. It's like an ante-room. It's this large area. And when you come into this area, you're going to see two sets of sliding doors. One set is directly ahead of you, and that is the exit. That is where people will be coming out after their shopping trip. And to your right, you're going to see the other set of sliding doors. And that is the entrance. So you're going to go in through the right. Now, some Aldi locations have this reversed, like it's a mirror image, sort of. But the one I'm walking you through today, as you walk into the entrance, you're going to go to the right and go through the sliding doors on the right. Now, as you walk in, there are security detectors on either side of the door, and this applies to the entrance and the exit to, I guess, catch people who might be trying to take something out of either the entrance door or the exit door that they haven't paid for. So you walk in, and right when you get into the store, the first aisle that you're faced with has crackers and nuts. Those are the first things that you will encounter. On your right, you're going to see a long set of shelves, and on these shelves, you're going to find all kinds of crackers and snacks. If you look first at the end cap that will be facing you when you come into the entrance, you will see a display of nuts. It's just nuts, an end cap of nuts. Now, most of these nuts are Southern Grove, which is an Aldi brand, and you're going to see something like this. One item that you might encounter when you come in will be Southern Grove Deluxe Whole Cashews. This is a nice little resealable bag. You take this off and you have this resealable top. This bag is 10 ounces, and in my Aldi it costs $4.95, which I think is a pretty good deal for deluxe whole cashews. You're going to see a wide variety of products like this. They have peanuts, mixed nuts, macadamia nuts, almonds, all the nuts. As you continue down the aisle, if you look over to your right, as I mentioned, you will find crackers, all kinds of crackers. They have fancy crackers, not so fancy crackers. They have these. These are pita crackers with sea salt. And they do have these in other flavors. Now, these are from Savorites, which is another Aldi brand. You're going to find crackers like these. And I got these to go with another item that we're going to see shortly. And it's not an item they have all the time, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I wanted to try it. So I got these specifically for another item that they had in stock. So you're going to find boxes of crackers like this. You're also going to find their version of like Ritz crackers, Townhouse crackers, and even little naturally flavored crackers sandwiches like this big. And these are from Savorites too. So you're going to find things like this. These are $2.29 at my Aldi. The filling contains real cheese. That's going to be part of that whole shelf right there, that big shelf. You're also going to find regular saltine crackers. Those are also from Savorites. These are like Zesta crackers. This box is £1, and in my Aldi it's only 75 cents for a 1 pound box of saltine crackers. Now inside this box you're going to find 4 sleeves of saltines in here. So there's that. Now if you go on beyond that point, on the left you will start to see things like summer sausages, dried meat, beef jerky. We even have their version of Velveeta. You can get a block of cheese for less than $4. Then it starts to kind of, on the left, it begins to blend into chips, potato chips, corn chips, tortilla chips. There's a nice variety of chips, bagged chips, and you also have chips in cans like Pringles. They have their version of Pringles as well as name brand Pringles. And over on the right, you're going to start seeing breads and sweet treats like donuts and cinnamon swirls like cinnamon rolls. Sometimes they have different types of cupcakes and brownies, powdered donuts. It's kind of different every time you go. They will have different types of cookies as well. They have a very good chocolate chip cookie. It's very good. It comes in a pack of 12, I believe. And they are really good. They're very yummy. In that section of the store with the bread, you will find something like this. This is from Fit and Active, which is an Aldi brand. And you're going to see this brand on a lot of the lower calorie items. This bread has only 45 calories per slice, and it has lots and lots of fiber in it. It's actually really good bread. This bread is $1.99 per loaf at my Aldi, and it's been out of stock for about probably a month or more. They finally got some back in, so I was very happy to see that. This is a 20-ounce loaf of bread. It is multi-grain bread, and it's really good. It is surprisingly good. A lot of breads like this I don't like, but there's this. It's really good. You will also see buns. We have buns at Aldi. Now these in my Aldi are on down just past the Fit and Active multi-grain bread. They have hamburger buns like these. These are 58 cents per pack, and they are from Lovin' Fresh, which you can see their logo right here. LF and Lovin'. It looks like the word oven, but it has an L apostrophe on the front, like a loving fresh, but it's oven fresh. Lovin' Fresh, LF. And there's a little stalk of wheat to make the hash mark for the F. This is a 12-ounce package of hamburger buns, and it has this pretty blue border up here. right. I would eat one of these right now. They're just perfect. I love them. But you get past that and you will find bags of oranges. They also have the little mandies, the little mandarin oranges in the mesh bags. They have those. And then you get into all the different types of apples, and normally they will have at least 5 different varieties of apples. That's going to be on your left-hand side coming down the aisle. You will see Gala apples, Fuji apples, Pink Lady apples, Golden Delicious apples, and the variety is kind of different every time you go. It just depends on, I guess, what they can get. And I have a bag of apples right now. This is a bag of Northwest grown Honey Crisp apples. This is a 2-pound bag of apples. And you see it's not completely full, but this was $1.39 for these apples, and they're very pretty. It says they have explosive flavor, and they are juicy and sweet, and I really do like Honey Crisp apples. They also had large Honey Crisp apples for $1.39 per pound. I decided to go with this and get some of the smaller ones. They're very pretty. If you're facing the apples on the left-hand side of this aisle and you turn around, you will see ready-made salads, like individual salads. Fresh cut salsa. It's very good. The kind that has to stay refrigerated. It's really, really good. Different types of hummus. Ready to bake pizzas. They have these take and bake pizzas that you can get. Usually they'll have smaller ones, and then they'll have like the extra large ones, and they'll have flavors like supreme, pepperoni, cheese, sausage. They have different flavors all the time with different toppings. Just past that section, now that is a refrigerated section. Just past that, on the right, typically you will see a little display of bouquets of flowers. They will have these little bouquets of flowers, and they're very easy to miss because they're kind of tucked over into the corner, kind of like you have the refrigerated stuff here, and they're just kind of tucked into that corner. And there's a set of double doors right here where they can come in and out. I think like there's an employee door right there. So the flowers are just tucked in there, and it's little different types of bouquets. It might be like wildflowers or roses, and usually those bouquets are around $3.99 a piece, which I think is very reasonable for a bouquet of flowers. After you look away from the bouquets of flowers, if you look straight ahead, we're still on the first aisle, and this is the path that I follow in this store. When you look straight ahead, you're going to see eggs in a refrigerated case right in the corner. Right next to that, you're going to find milk. You can get skim milk, 1%, 2%, or whole. They also have a nice variety of organic milk and lactose-free milk, almond milk. They have several like non-dairy milks there. I don't really know what they are because I never buy those. I don't really look at them. But I do know they have almond milk. I have seen that all along the back wall of the store. It's refrigerated stuff. You have your cases, the refrigerated cases. If you continue on down that back wall, you will see butter, yogurt, margarine, creamers, orange juice, different types of refrigerated juices, stuff like bacon, hot dogs, stuff like that. Different types. They have several types of bacon, several types of hot dogs, and they have several types of butter as well. They have their version of butter, and then they have some Kerrygold Irish butter. I think they have some other brands as well. And then they have margarine, different types of margarine too. Down past that point, if you continue So every time I go, I like to look at all the different cheeses to see what's there, because it's always kind of different, and they have all these different types that you can try. And they're all pretty reasonably priced. They have sliced cheese, blocks of cheese. They have like American cheese all the time that you can get. Provolone, Swiss, mild cheddar, sharp cheddar. I mean, some of it they have all the time. It's like their brand of stuff. And then down past that point, you're going to find lunch meats. They have turkey, ham, chicken. I don't think I've ever seen roast beef. I don't think they really have roast beef, which I kind of wish they did, because if I want roast beef, which sometimes I do, I have to go to another store to get that. But coming back up that back wall, so we've just been down the first aisle. We're going to come around the corner. As you come around the corner, again, you're going to be near the milk and the eggs. On the end of that aisle, you will find organic produce. You'll find things like organic oranges, apples, blueberries. There is another organic section near these strawberries and stuff that we saw earlier. There's a little section of organic stuff there as well. On the end of the aisle will be things that don't need as much refrigeration. But then you come on around the corner. Now we are on the second aisle of the store, and Aldi is not like a giant store, but they pack a lot in a small space. They really do. When you come around the corner, again, you're going to have a left side and a right side, and you're going to find different things on the left and the right. On the left, you will find things like potatoes, like these pretty potatoes. You will find these little baby reds. These are Nature's Delight miniature potatoes. You can get a little thing of these. These were $2.29 for these little baby potatoes. You will find potatoes, onions, zucchini, yellow squash, corn on the cob, all kinds of stuff like that. And you will find celery. This is Dole field packed celery. And this pack of celery is one clump of, I don't know what you call it, a cluster of celery. This was $1.29 at my Aldi. I just got this. It's going right back in the refrigerator. But they have celery, big packs of celery, tomatoes. They have several types of tomatoes. They have Roma tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes. Like you can get a pack of 4 fine ripe tomatoes. You can even get this. Look at these pretty little things. These are from Garden Ripe, super sweet grape tomatoes. Now these are a product of Mexico, and I love these. They're such a nice little snack. Or if you're making a salad, you can cut them up and put them on your salad. This is a 10-ounce container of little grape tomatoes. This was $2.29. They always have either little cherry tomatoes in a little thing, or these super sweet grape tomatoes. Sometimes they have both. But these, I love these. Oh, they're so good. And my kids like them too. But on the right side of the aisle, we haven't looked at that yet. Back at the beginning of the aisle, on the right side, you're going to find canned vegetables and beans, canned beans. Canned vegetables will be the first thing you see, and you will find this. This is an Aldi product, like most of the things in the store, but not everything. These are from Happy Harvest, not our harvest. It is a 15-ounce can of mixed vegetables. And I'm going to take my baby tomatoes and my mixed vegetables and make a stew. I'm going to make some beef stew. And I have another product that I purchased at Aldi that's going to go in there. But you can find cans of mixed vegetables. You can get cans like this of just carrots or just potatoes. as you go on down the aisle, looking on the right hand side, you're also going to find canned fruits. You can find cans of pineapple, or they have containers of applesauce, canned mandarin oranges, just all kinds of stuff. Peaches, they have different types of canned peaches. And then on the right, as you continue on down, you will find honey. They have various types of honey as well. They even have organic raw honey in there, and jams and jellies, peanut butter, salad dressing, condiments. You can get your ketchup and your mustard there. Mayonnaise. They have several types of mayonnaise. At my Aldi, we even have Duke's mayonnaise, which is the only kind I buy. We have salad stuff. You can get salad dressings, bacon bits, things for your salad, and you can get croutons. We have these lovely classic Caesar croutons. Now these are from Tuscan Garden, which is an Aldi brand. This is a 5-ounce package of classic Caesar croutons, and they're really good. So you're gonna find these. They also have these in I think there's a garlic Parmesan crouton and a classic Caesar, and there's another one, but I can't remember what it is. But you can get your croutons there, and they have stuff like hot sauce and different types of barbecue sauces as well. And sometimes they will have seasonal items, or they'll have like barbecue sauces from other places, other companies. But it'll be a limited time thing. They won't have it all the time. Now, when you get just past the croutons and the salad stuff, you're looking at it on the right, the aisle is actually going to open up. So you can either continue going straight, or you can break off and go to the right and go to the other aisles in the store, or go all the way to the end, to the far left, like to the far end down there. If you were to look at the ends of the aisles, you would see things like granola bars, chocolate. The end of the aisle, just past the croutons and the salad stuff, it's all chocolate. It's all different types of chocolate. They have German chocolates of different types. They even have containers of things like Hershey bars or Kit Kat bars. They have their own versions of different types of chocolates. They have dark chocolates of different types, truffles. Oh my gosh, so many good chocolates right there. Really yummy. And they're all relatively inexpensive. I mean, they're really good and they're not expensive. But if we continue to go straight, so you have this opening right here. On your left, you're going to see coffee products. We're going to have different types of coffee. Some of it is ground, some of it is whole bean coffee. Coffee filters, tea bags. We have different types of tea, little bags, you know. And then just past that, you're going to find sodas. They will have their version of Sprite, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, I think. And they even have Faygo products, which they only just started carrying, I think, last year. They have Faygo, like the Faygo version of Sprite. My younger son loves it. He thinks it's really good. I think their version of sodas is called Summit. They have Summit Cola, Summit Mountain Ale, or Mountain Aid or something. This is my favorite cereal. I eat this every morning. This is Vitality cereal with red berries, and it's like Special K with red berries, and it's so good. I love it. It's high in fiber. It tastes good, and I love it. My kids don't like it, so I have it all to myself. I buy them their own cereal, but this is mine. Yes, this is an 11.2 ounce box, and in my Aldi they are $1.95 for this box. They have it in other flavors as well, like vanilla, blueberry, I think. And there's another one, but this one's my favorite. But they have brand name Honey Nut Cheerios, but they also have their version of Honey Nut Cheerios. They have their version of Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Honey Smacks, Captain Crunch. They have Cocoa Puffs. They have Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Krispies with their version of those products. Of course, they have to give them their own name. And so that is the end of the second aisle. Now, when you come to the end of the second aisle, you're going to be facing the registers. And in my Aldi, there are 4 registers up front. There's a long conveyor belt that you will put your items on, and they scan everything very quickly, very fast. All of the people who work there are very fast. You will not be in line long. And if the line gets long, they will call somebody else up to come check people out. And up there, they even have products on the ends of the aisles where the registers are. And that's a neat place to find stuff that it might be a limited time or a limited quantity item that they will put up there at the front of the store. Like right now at my Aldi, they have these packs of cookies for St. Patrick's Day, and they have little containers of those 2-bite cupcakes for St. Patrick's Day, and it's a mix. Half of them are like a yellow cake, like vanilla cake, and half of them are chocolate, and they're really good. I know, because we had some like last week. They're very good, little 2-bite cupcakes. And they have other St. Patrick's Day themed things, like they have the St. Patrick's Day themed Lucky Charms up there, and the Lucky Charms breakfast bars with the St. Patrick's Day theme wrapping up there. They will have limited time items, like if they have different flavors of potato chips or pretzels that they don't normally carry, they will put them up there next to the register. So like everybody's going to see them, so you're waiting to check out and you're going to see them. So maybe it will encourage you to try it. You know, you're standing in line, you're looking at it, and I've bought many things standing up there waiting to check out, and I'm looking at it like, that actually looks really good. So it's a good way to get you to try things that otherwise you might not have seen. But if we come on around the corner, we're going to come to the third aisle. And the third aisle at my Aldi is known as the aisle of shame. There's no shame in it, but that's what a lot of people refer to it as. It's an aisle where every Wednesday they put out new stuff, and it's like non-food items. You can find anything on the aisle of shame. You never know what's going to be on that aisle. It could be literally anything. Like right now, on our aisle of shame, we have elliptical machines, scarves, candles, Dawn Power Wash, like the dishwashing stuff, a face massager that's supposed to help clean your face or something. I'm not really sure. Rechargeable batteries. We have heated blankets. We have weighted blankets. Like car covers. There's a tray that you can get, like to put on the floor to put your dirty boots on. They have, like, it's called a boot tray. They have that. Different types of rugs, like little area rugs, pillows. They have smoke detectors on that aisle right now. Coloring books, children's rain boots, women's workout tops like sweatshirts. They even have a booty trainer on the aisle of shame right now. It's a series of bands, like you put one around your waist and you're supposed to get down on the floor and do like booty exercises, and it's to train your booty. You can get that for $24. $4.99. They even had sewing machines on that aisle about 2 weeks ago. I mean, you never know. There could be anything on that aisle. And that's why I always go look, because you never know. It could be anything. It's referred to as the aisle of shame because I know, speaking from experience, there have been many times I have gone in there to get like a gallon of milk, and I will come out with a $40 something. Like, I did not mean to buy that, but it was a good deal. And you might feel a little bit of shame. I mean, I don't know. It's just called the aisle of shame. Because you just never know what you're going to come out of there with. You could come out of there with a flamethrower for all I know. So, the aisle of shame opens up as you get to the end of it, and you're not all the way down to the back of the store yet. You have that opening that we discussed earlier that goes across the second aisle that we were going down. So there's just this open walkway down through there, and it's really great because if you just need one thing from here, you can just cut through. It's like a nice little shortcut. If you need to go down there or over here for something, it makes it a little faster. I like that. So you go through the opening, and when you go through the opening, you're going to see the chocolate again. You're going to see that whole end cap of chocolate, and right over here next to you is going to be like granola bars, protein bars, fiber bars. Right here, you're going to have another end cap right at the end of the aisle of shame, and it's kind of like a continuation of the aisle of shame. Usually in my Aldi, this end cap contains items that were on the aisle of shame the week before, and they might have had some left, so they'll put it on the end here right now, on the end of this aisle in my store. They have a lot of candles. They have so many candles. They have a lot of Valentine's Day candles left over. I think there might even be some left over from like Christmas or something. It's mostly candles right now. It's just a bunch of different candles. But if you continue going straight, you're going to come into the health and beauty section on your right. Now, it is kind of limited. They do not have a wide variety of products, but I really wish I had known about Aldi when my kids were small, because they have really great deals on diapers. Although I think I did pretty well with my younger son. I bought all of his diapers from Costco, and I saved a lot of money, getting them there. But they have packs of diapers in different sizes. They have powdered baby formula, baby shampoo, diaper wipes, a lot of things like that. And I think it's mostly Aldi brand stuff on that aisle. Oh, on that section. Now that's going to be on your right as you're continuing down the aisle. Over here on your left, you're going to find pet products. You'll find dog food, wet and dry cat food. Now, they do seem to have more products for dogs than for cats. I do notice that it seems that they have a better variety of things for dogs, but they do have some for cats as well. They have like regular cat food, and then they have gourmet that's, a little more expensive. My cats don't really like their food. I'm just being honest. They didn't really like the wet food or the dry food. There is a dry food at Lidl that they like, but the stuff from Aldi, my cats are spoiled. They're so spoiled. They got used to Blue Buffalo dry food and the Sheba wet food, and that's like all they want now. They turn their nose up at pretty much everything else. But they have little containers of cat treats. And sometimes you can find things like scratching posts on the aisle of shame. They had one on the aisle of shame a while ago that was made of like thick cardboard that you could drop catnip down into the cats. My cats love that thing. I bought them one. They love that thing. But so you're gonna have cat food. They have cat litter and the dog food and everything. They have like chew bones and treats for dogs. As you continue on down, on the right, you're going to see things like ibuprofen, allergy medicine. They have generic Benadryl and generic Zyrtec in their own brand. They have a small selection of shampoos and conditioners. They even have deodorant and razors, lotions, things like that. They have as well as the plastic sandwich bags. Boulder also makes a paper towel. Now I will tell you, I tried the Boulder paper towels. Honestly, I didn't like them, but Lidl has a premium paper towel that I think it's almost as good as Bounty. I mean, they're actually really good. I still prefer Bounty paper towels. I keep going back to those. On the right, after you get past the over-the-counter products like the ibuprofen, lotion, shampoo, and things like that, you're going to come onto the bath tissue. They have a long section of bath tissue, all kinds of toilet paper, and it's all their brand. Sometimes they will have, for a limited time, they will have a brand name toilet paper down on towards the end of the aisle. They might have White Cloud or Cottonelle or something like that. Typically, though, you're only going to see the Aldi brand of bath tissue. But you can get ultra soft, ultra strong. And it comes in a wide variety of types and sizes to fit your budget. So you can get a huge pack for $15, or you can get a small pack for $5. You know, they have a bunch of different options when it comes to that. On the right, when you get toward the end of the aisle, you're going to find facial tissues, like their version of Kleenex or Puffs. And it's kind of small. They don't have a lot, but they have a little bit. On the left, as you get towards the end of the aisle, you're going to find laundry detergent, and they do have a nice variety of laundry detergents, fabric softeners. Their version of laundry detergent is called Tandil, Tandil. They make Tandil laundry detergent and Tandil dryer sheets, and I love their dryer sheets. Actually, I just bought another box of those, but I did not bring them up here. I forgot them. But they have different scents. I love the Tandil laundry detergent that's comparable to Original Gain. It's a lot cheaper and it works just as well, and it smells really good. So that's going to be kind of at the end. And they have scent boosters as well. Those are brand name. They have Downy scent boosters that you can add to your laundry to make it smell extra nice. So they have that. And that brings you to the end of the third aisle. As you come to the end of the third aisle, you're going to face refrigerated cases again, the ones that have the bacon and the hot dogs and stuff like that. That's going to be right in front of you when you come to the end of that aisle. Now, if you look to your right, when you come to the end of that aisle, that is where you will find the gluten-free products. They have an end cap right at the end of that aisle on the right that has a pretty decent selection of gluten-free products. They have gluten-free breads, tortilla wraps, like tortillas, pita bread, snacks like little crackers and things. Just pretty much anything you can think of that you might want in a gluten-free option, you can find on the end of that aisle. So that's on your right. On your left, on that end cap, it's sort of like a general purpose area. They have a lot of their specially selected items. That's like extra fancy Aldi stuff. They might have different types of pastas or meal kits, or I mean, just it could be anything. It's just kind of a general area where they just put whatever. It's mostly specially selected stuff. You come on around. We're going to the fourth aisle at this point. Now this aisle, I love this aisle. On the right, you're going to have all your cooking and baking products. On the left, it's soups and Vienna sausages. Where I grew up, there it's pronounced Vienna. I don't know why, it just is. Vienna sausages. They have soups. Now they do carry Campbell's soups. Some of them are Campbell, like they have the chunky soups, but they also have their version that's called Chef's Cupboard soups, and they're pretty good too. And sometimes they will have German soups over there in these great big cans, and they're really good. Some of them are really good. They have different types of pasta, macaroni and cheese dinners. This was one that I just picked up. I've bought this before, and if you saw my last Aldi haul, I had one. Well, now I have another. This is from Specially Selected. So you see it's like a fancy box. It's all fancy looking. This is macaroni and cheese with a smoked Gouda flavor. It's Italian pasta with a creamy cheese sauce. It's imported from Italy. This is so good. They have a couple other varieties of this type of pasta, but this is my favorite. And my kids don't like it, so I get it all to myself. My kids didn't like it. I like it. So you can find stuff like this, and it really does kind of change every now and then, which is unfortunate if you find an item you really like and then it goes away. It's very sad. But you can find all kinds of pasta, and then they have just regular pasta too. I mean, they have stuff that's not fancy. They have several types of pasta sauces, marinara sauces, Alfredo sauces. Oh, there's something for everybody over there. I mean, it's just yummy. Now down just on the left again, coming to that open area, you're going to find things like tortillas. They have all these different types of tortillas. Refried beans, seasonings like taco seasonings. Lots of good stuff like that. I really love. They have this keto tortilla, like it's a flour tortilla, but it's keto, and they're so good. They're really good. They're low calorie, but they're also high in fiber, and they're good. Unfortunately, they were out of those. I was not able to get any, but we all love them. They're really good. They taste just like regular flour tortillas, but they're much lower in calories and they have more fiber. I love them. The keto tortillas. You can get a pack of 8. I think it's either 8 or 10 of those for $2.85. They're really good. So I was hoping I could get some of those, but they didn't have any. They have whole wheat tortillas. And over on the bread aisle, they have some other types of wraps that are made out of spinach. And in the refrigerated section with the cheese, they have egg wraps that you can get as well. I have not tried those though. So again, you come to that open area, and you're going to be faced again with right now. It's just like an end cap of candles from the last couple of holidays we've had. So you got candles over here. On this side again, you have an end cap that changes all the time, and you're getting into now, what you're going to get into on the second half of this aisle is seasonal stuff. So this is the fourth aisle. You have seasonal foods. Sometimes they have non-food items on that aisle, but right now on that end cap at my store, they have chocolate Lucky Charms, red velvet sandwich cookies. They're kind of like Oreos, but it's their version, and they have some mint Oreo, like their version of Oreos, little mint sandwich cookies. They have sweet potato chips, which are really good. I've had those. They are very good. They have veggie straws, and some drizzled popcorn. So, I mean, it's just like it's a blend of stuff over there. So now we're coming to the second half of the fourth aisle, and the second half is partly seasonal food over here, like going all the way down to the end on the left. It's all seasonal stuff. On the right, about half of it is seasonal food. The second half is frozen stuff. So you're going to have cases, like frozen cases over here. To start on the left right now, we have mops and brooms on this aisle, and large area rugs, like great big rugs. And they have some car covers over there as well. But then you get into the food, and they have these different little chocolate bars. They have some more of the there's another little section of an aisle right in front of you when you come to the end of that aisle. And that section right now is filled up with sparkling water. They have a bunch of different flavors of sparkling water over there. Sparkling grape juice of some sort. So that's basically all they have on it right now. And I'm kind of surprised because they really don't have anything for Easter. If you go into Lidl right now, they have a lot of Easter stuff. Aldi really has none. That didn't even really occur to me until today when I was walking through there. I thought, I haven't seen any Easter stuff in here. There's like none. That's very interesting, but they don't really have anything for Easter. Normally they do. Normally right after Valentine's Day, they'll start putting out Easter stuff. I haven't seen any Easter stuff at all. It's very interesting. I don't know if they just haven't been able to get it yet. Like, I know there was some Christmas stuff that they did not get until like the day before Christmas or right after Christmas. And they put out a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. It was either right before Christmas or right after they put out all. And it could be that they just didn't get it before then. So it may be that way with Easter. I don't know. But we're going to come on around to the fifth and final aisle of my Aldi. Now when you come on around, again, you have those refrigerated cases. It's kind of a U shape that takes up part of the fourth aisle and the fifth aisle. It just comes around, You can walk around and you can look in the refrigerated cases. Right now they have some St. Patrick's Day ice cream in there. Little things I haven't tried it, but it's some sort of, it's called something like Luck of the Irish cookie dough ice cream or something. I'm not a big ice cream person, so I haven't tried any of it. And then over here on the left, you have the refrigerated cases that are built into the wall, and you open the door and it has all the stuff. Right here, when you first look at it, first before you get to that, there's this little section where they'll have a pallet, and if they have special offerings that are a little bit larger, typically they'll put them over here. Like they might have some big potted plants or something, and they'll put them over here, and they'll have a little section just for large items. But then you get into the refrigerated stuff, and you have ice cream. First thing, you're going to see ice cream on your left, and they have a nice variety of ice cream and like ice cream sandwiches, popsicles. They have frozen fruit popsicles and sherbet, and they have a nice variety. They really do. I'm just not a big ice cream person, but get on down past that, and we're still looking at the refrigerated section. I'm going to take you to the end of the frozen section. Just past that, you come into breakfast items. They might have these big containers of hash browns, like the discs, hash brown discs that you can eat. It's like a big flat tater tot, basically. And they have waffles. They have frozen waffles, frozen pancakes, French toast sticks. It's all good. They have frozen. It's like a corn dog, but the outside is pancake and the inside is sausage. They have that. And then you get into the pizzas. And most of the pizzas they have are their brand. They have thick crust, thin crust, all the different toppings. Personally, I think their pizzas are okay. I mean, they're not. Lidl honestly has a much better pizza. They have this self-rising crust pizza that is just incredibly good. It's so good. Lidl's pizza is better, I have to say. But we're talking about Aldi right now. So you have your pizza section. And then you get into like frozen chicken breasts, frozen fish, stuff like that. Fish sticks, tater tots, French fries. Then you get into like chicken nuggets. They have all kinds of frozen chicken strips, chicken nuggets, chicken patties. The chicken breast patties are really good. They have a nice variety of that stuff, although they've been out of stock of a lot of that stuff for several months now. It seems like they just can't get it. So that brings you to the end of the frozen cases. If you turn around, you're going to find another little section at the end of the little cases that are kind of down that you slide them open. There's a little aisle right here. these. Now, they don't have these all the time, but these are from Casa Mamita, which is an Aldi brand. Their taco sauce it's okay, but my favorite taco seasoning is Old El Paso's lower sodium. That's really my favorite. Their taco seasoning is okay though. So this is an enchilada sauce mix, which they don't have all the time. This was on that little section of stuff, their little limited time only stuff. So I have an enchilada mix. And they also had a fajita seasoning mix, which I've never tried this, so I thought I would give this a try. I've never tried that, but that's not something they have all the time. I also bought some Rigusto classic Alfredo sauce, authentic Italian cuisine. This is a 14-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce. This was only $1.69. So I thought that was a really good deal. This was on the limited time food section, and so was this. Now I know these are good. These are specially selected Asiago and cheddar cheese crisps. I love these. I love these so much. They're so good. So while they still have them, I wanted to get another box of these little cheese crisps because they're so delicious. I love them. I also found this to go with my beef stew. I love to put barley in my beef stew. Now this is from Earthly Grains, and if you look, well, I'll tell you where it is in a minute because we haven't gotten there. But if you look on the end of the aisle coming up, just past the section we're looking at now, you will see rice and grains like this. Now this is not something they have all the time. This is quick cook barley. It's an 8.8-ounce container of quick cook barley, and I'm going to put some of this in with my beef stew because I love barley in my beef stew. I just do. This was very inexpensive. It's a good source of fiber and a low-fat food. There's a recipe on the back as well for vegetable Italian barley soup. That's probably really good too. So I picked this up, my quick cook barley from Earthly Grains. So that brings us to the open space again, and this is where the open space ends between the aisles. They go between aisles 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Because over here you have those refrigerated cases, and then right where they end, you're going to come into the fresh meat section right next to it. You have that open section, and that's where you're going to see an end cap with all kinds of grains on it. Rice, lentils, barley, several different quinoa, all kinds of stuff like that. Once you go past the open section on the left over here, you're going to see fresh chicken, turkey, ground chicken, ground turkey. You can get great big packs of chicken breasts for $1.99 a pound. It's a great deal. They have organic chicken and beef that you can get, like grass-fed beef. They have different types of ground beef. You can get the 85.15. I get the 93.7 ground beef. It's gone up a lot, but it's still cheaper at Aldi than pretty much anywhere, and I like it. I think it's good. They have most of the fish is in the frozen section. They do have, though, in the fresh section, you can get like salmon. You can get it's like shrink wrapped, cut, like filleted salmon. And I don't like fish, so I never really look at it. I can't really tell you what else they have because I don't ever look at that. They have really good center cut pork chops in that section as well. That's, if I'm making pork chops, I always get them from Aldi because I think theirs are just better than everybody else's. I don't know what it is. They have really good pork chops. Now on the right, coming down this aisle, on the right, you're going to see wine. They have all their alcohol right here on the right. So many different types of wine. set of swinging double doors, and that's where the employees bring in stuff, take out stuff. You will see a lot of activity going in and out those double doors. Right in the corner over there, you will find your refrigerated dough, like you will find refrigerated pizza crusts, biscuits, cinnamon rolls, things like that. And that's where also you'll find lunch meats. The lunch meats are right there as well. So that is the final section of Aldi. And now you're in the very back of the store. You have to make all your way all the way back up to the front. But that's it, just 5 aisles, but lots and lots of good stuff in those 5 aisles. It amazes me how they get so much in such it's a relatively small store, but they have mastered the art of putting a lot in a small space. They really have. I am constantly impressed with Aldi and Lidl as well. We have both here in Greensboro. Currently, I think we have 4 or 5 Aldis and we have 1 Lidl. But it's really great. So, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this